What is up, my horror buffs? I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and it's that time of the year where I count down the top 10 best horror movies of 2012. So let's get my list started here with my number 10 pick. Now, if you're a horror buff that hates found footage horror movies, then I suggest that you check out my number 10 pick, VHS. For it was really unique to see a bunch of talented horror directors come together with their short films into one movie. Yeah, some of the stories are not as effective as the others, and some of the scares are hit and miss, but this was a really effective with some nice surprises and twists, with some really good stories, like a web chat sequence that chilled me to my bones. I definitely recommend that you at least give this film a shot. Let's keep this going with number 9. As a fan of the franchise, I will admit, the fourth installment was a disappointment compared to its previous 3. However, there is still a great deal of scares, thrills, and suspense with some creative ideas on top of some of the best acting in the franchise yet to put it at number 9. Plus, the last 15 minutes of this film I found to be absolutely relentless. Let's just hope that when part 5 comes around, we finally get some answers. Number 8. Squeamish beware, because my number 8 pick, The Collection, is just good old-fashioned torture porn. It's bigger and slightly better than the first installment. It offers great amount of kills and an opening sequence that was just absolutely relentless to watch. This film is for you horror fans, and I believe horror fans will find this film an absolute treat. Number 7. Unlike my number 8 pick, my number 7 pick trades in gore for good old-fashioned suspense. The Woman in Black is a very moody, atmospheric, and beautifully well-directed film starring Daniel Radcliffe. This film kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and it offers some really good, effective scares and a great performance by Daniel Radcliffe. I highly recommend checking this out if you just like a good old-fashioned ghost story. Let's not stop now. Number 6. Ti West has done it again. He's crafted yet another brilliant slow burner horror film, The Innkeepers. This film was absolutely atmospheric and does a great job at actually proving how talented Sarah Paxton is as an actress. This girl owns this film and is extremely likable, so therefore when the horror truly comes in towards the ending of this film, it makes it all the more relentless and tragic to watch. I'm so proud of you guys. We're halfway there. Number 5. Grave Encounters 2 is surprisingly very original and extremely entertaining to watch and self-aware of itself. While it may not be as frightening as the first film, it still offers a great deal amount of dread and some very relentless sequences to go through. It also proves that the Vicious Brothers are extremely talented and are here to stay. And most importantly, it also demands something I would never ask for. Part 3. Number 4. This film is just bloody brilliantly fantastic. No words can be put to place at how amazing this film is. However, if you've ever wondered what a John Hughes horror movie might have looked like, definitely check out my number 4 pick, The Loved Ones. For somehow, first-time director Sean Bryan manages to take those tongue-in-cheek, heartfelt dramas into a drastic horror film that will not only make you laugh, but make you scream and squeal throughout the whole thing. And somehow it works brilliantly. Don't ask me how, it just does. And for once again, this is a treat for the diehard. Number 3. Prometheus was big, bold, and very ambiguous, and it asked big questions about the beginning of the human race. Not only that, it also proved that Ridley Scott still hadn't lost touch in the science fiction realm. It also was intense and very frightening to watch, with a birthing sequence that was very hard to stomach. It produced incredible visual effects and some of the best 3D to date, and the acting was incredible all across the board, with Michael Fassbender being the standout of the most. Prometheus was a grand achievement. Now let's hope that we get a little bit more answers in the next installments. It's getting pretty intense. Number 2. Sleep is overrated, my friends, because this little film scared the crap out of me. And from the very first opening frame, I knew that this film was going to be an unpleasant experience. Because Sinister is by far the scariest film of 2012. It's so creepy, so eerie, and so mysterious that it gets underneath your skin and it just tears you apart. I highly recommend this for anyone out there who wants a good nightmare and to just be terrorized in their sleep, because Sinister will do that. Finally, the #1 best horror movie of 2012 without a shadow of a doubt, The Cabin in the Woods. This is one of the most original horror movies I have ever seen. It literally takes the horror genre, flips it on its head, and completely rewrites it. I will never be able to watch a horror movie the same without thinking of this film. This film has complete rewatchable value, and it is an instant classic film. If you are a horror fan and you have not seen this film, I hate to be the one to inform you, but you are not a horror fan. However, I also have the solution. Pick up The Cabin in the Woods. It is fantastic. It's easily one of the most original horror films and one of the best horror movies in a decade. Definitely check it out. I love this film, and it's easily the best horror movie of the year and one of the best films of the year. There you have it, the top 10 best horror movies of 2012. I hope you really enjoyed my list. Let me know in the comment section below what are your favorite horror films of 2012. And until next time, I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys just been slashed.